Hey everyone, welcome to the channel Codefarm. I wish you all very happy new year 2024. Topic for this video is Kafka with Spring Boot. So last couple of video there is already one playlist about Kafka where I have covered in detail about Kafka and without Spring Boot how we can use Kafka to send the message and consume the messages also. But when we are working in enterprise application in company, mostly there is certain framework, and for Java, Spring Boot is the most popular one. So we will see how easily and quickly we can use Spring Boot with Kafka to send the messages and to consume the messages. So that earlier series was considered as chapter 1. So this is going to be the chapter 2. So in a single video you are going to get understanding about basics of Kafka plus Spring Boot. Okay, so what is the prerequisite? Basics of Kafka is going to work for this one. Familiarity with the Spring Boot, that's it. You just follow. If you have all these two points, follow along with me, you will get the complete understanding about the Spring Boot plus Kafka. So what is the agenda? We are going to create a order microservice which is going to work as a Kafka producer service. So order microservice is going to take some order ID, user ID. Based on that, it is going to process the payment in real time. In real life project, it is going to do a lot of things. But for our purposes, we are going to just take certain attribute, and for our purpose, we will just hard code and dummy values we will send it. So we can't do anything on this one, right? So our purpose is to showcase how we can send the message, how we can consume the message, and this is going to have as quick as possible. Okay, second one is going to be the notification microservice. So order microservice is going to send the message on the order process topic, certain Kafka topic. Notification microservice is going to consume, it is going to listen to that Kafka topic and it will process that message whatever it send in the order process. To send the notification, we are going to use mailtrap.io to simulate the email. So now with that, let's get started. So this is going to be the architecture, simplistic architecture. Order service is going to send the message to order events Kafka topic, and notification service is going to listen to this Kafka topic, and when it gets the event, it will process that event and send the message to user, whoever is whatever is mentioned here. Okay, got that? So now let's get started with the next step. So next step is we will start the Kafka server. So we need to have Kafka server running. So I am on this Kafka version. So in the latest Kafka version, I can get started without Zookeeper. But last time I tried on Windows, that was not working here. So I'll start first Zookeeper, then Kafka. Okay. So it is going to start the Kafka server for me, like Zookeeper for me actually. Then it is started now. Then second tab, I am going to start the Kafka server. Now Kafka server is starting and it is now started. So now I have to whenever I create Kafka topic or send the message into this one, I need to monitor it. So there is CLI command that I can use it, but that's very layman term. Like we have monitoring. I can monitor this Kafka. I have a tool, Kafdrop, as I explained in the previous videos. So I'll give the link in the description box itself. Also, you can go ahead and try out. It's very easy to start. Okay. So what I'm going to do it, I'm going to start the Kafdrop. So I have opened everything like Kafka monitoring, Kafka in IntelliJ. It's easy to navigate when I have opened it as a project in IntelliJ. So you can try this out. Like if I have to like customize anything, I can do it right away here and anything. So as of now, I have only one server. So I need only one 9092, and this is the port that it is going to get started. starting server under tau started on 9095. Yeah, now I can see my Kafka server. So this is the port, this is the host that is here. Bootstrap servers are here, only one server is there. There is no Kafka topic available on this one, so I need to create a Kafka topic. So coming to this Kafka window here, so now we have when so I'm going to I'm not going to give any replication factor or any sort of thing. Partitions also, we are going to go with the default one. So create okay, one thing I was missing, so it is Kafka, this is the command, create topic server events, this one. So it is going to give me order events topic. Yeah, topic created. All right, so let's see this. If I refresh it, I'll get this order events topic. There is one partition here, so there is nothing here. No messages are there as of now. So if I click on the view messages, there is nothing out here. Okay, so next step, now our Kafka ecosystem is ready. Broker, Zookeeper, cluster, Kafka topic is ready. Now I have to create my producer. So to create the producer with the Spring Boot, now actual picture starts. Add the dependencies. So here I am going to have a web, and for Kafka just this one. That's it. If you explore it, you will get the two dependencies here, Spring Kafka and Spring Starter Web. These are the two things. Other ones are that for testing purpose. Okay, so closing this one, I am going with the Gradle, this one, group, Codefarm, order service. Okay, that's it. Generate it and open it in IntelliJ IDE. Now I'm going to open this project in IntelliJ. I got this chapter 2, and in here we have order. Okay, so let it download all the dependencies. So now it has downloaded all the dependencies. Let's create our classes, our controller here actually. So first we are going to have an order controller. So we are going to have an order service actually here. Leave it as it is for now. So have a constructor for this one. Next we are going to have a post endpoint, post mapping. What attributes is it going to have? Private string, first of all order string ID, that means order ID. Second one, it is going to have for which customer, for which user it is going to be associated with. I need only these two attributes for this one, because in real time what is going to have will call user service to get all the details about user ID, like name, email, mobile, whatever detail I needed, I will call the user service to get the detail. So user ID is enough for me. Same way I am going to have just order ID, and for because we are in the order service itself, so I'll call the database to get the order details, like items, amount, payment status, all sort of thing. I am going to get it from the database, because this endpoint is whatever I have this endpoint, it is going to process the order. So ID and user ID is enough for me. And in here I am going to have a status attribute. So we can have a lot more attribute, but for now it is going to work for us. So I'm going to create a getter setter. Same way I need getter setter for the so I'm going to make it like vary based on what the status is. Let's see how we will process it. Okay, so order request is going to have the order ID. So if order request dot get ID, hypothetical scenario I'm going to, if it is a event, hypothetical logic, just hypothetical logic I am putting it. If get id length is % equals 0, it is going to say success, otherwise it is going to say just false. So I need to send I need to create an event. Like what I need to send it, like event preparation. So what attributes do I need to send it? To send an email, I need to send the I have to send the exact details only. So email address, for whom to whom I want to send this notification. So what is going to be the subject and what is going to be the message, these three things I want to send it. So let's prepare it. So string email, so for now just keep it test email at the rate, it is just a test email. Okay, I'm just hard coding this value. In real scenario, it's going to be fetched from user service because we already have user ID. So second parameter is string subject, subject is going to have a order status. So this is the event that is going to be there. Right, so here order event, I'll refactor it a bit. Let me so I have now order event ready here. Okay, so success fail and all sort of thing is this. So now just return the response from here so that it's not giving error. So now coming to the actual picture, like I have to send, I have this order event. Now send order event to Kafka topic. So now actual Kafka thing is coming into picture. To send anything into Kafka topic, Spring, because we have added a Kafka dependency here, right? Spring Boot. So it has given me certain classes. So one of those classes Kafka template. So I'm going to have a constructor around this one. And don't forget to auto wire this service with service annotation. So it is going to auto wire this Kafka template for me. Now I can use it, this Kafka template, send order event, so first is going to be the Kafka topic. Okay, and from where Kafka topic will come into, I can hard code that as well, but let's do it in a better way. Okay, so it is going to be there. So see how easy it is, right? So order event, so I have to convert. So it is, so you, if you see the signature of this send method, there are many overridden method of this Kafka template.send. So I'll cover them in further videos, or I'll cover more around this one. But here it is going to be just the data. So for now, all these overridden method I'll cover, but just for now, let's see, I'm just going to send it somewhere. So order event, so what it is saying, required type string, but order event, it had sent me, okay, it is saying this one order, it is expecting string, but so I know why this error is coming. So let me create here, so I'll send the order event here. Now it should not complain anything. Yeah, so it, because Kafka template is getting the type from here. So one way is I can have this order event here and send it. Other way is I can use the object mapper and convert this object into a string format and send it. Both way it is going to work. So for now I'm going to send it as an order event here. So this that's all. This had sent the if it works fine, so it is going to send this order event into a Kafka topic. So I also want to simulate one success and one fail, the way I have put the details here also. So let me take this logic here as well. So this length is even number, it is going to be passed. If it is a odd number, it is going to be failed. So two scenario I'm going to simulate it here. So this get order event publishing and this serving part is ready. So order service, it is giving me error. So where is that? So order request, not the order request man, return the order event. So now this service is ready. So it is creating the order based on certain criteria. It is going to pass the order or fail the order and send the message to a Kafka template, like Kafka topic. So what topic it is going to send, we have not yet configured. So let's configure that. Order service is now I have, so you see Kafka template is there, I have auto wired it and it is going to be there. But how this Kafka template will know where to send it? I have to configure it, right? So how will it know the broker address and all sort of thing? So for that I have to create a configuration class. So in here, first there is a class, there is a bean that I need to create it, producer factory. Okay. So for this one, there is certain properties that I have to set it. So if you remember, like if you know how to send the events in Kafka topic without a Spring Boot, you know this is going to be the same. Name is producer config dot bootstrap server. So it is the name of this one. So bootstrap.server. Finally you can hard code it and set it, but better way to use the existing constants that are already there. So there is no chance of error then. I'm just going to hard code it. Like instead of hard coding, let's put it in properties file as well. So our Kafka broker is ready. Second property is so I have to put dot serializer, bootstrap serializer class config. So for us, I'm going to use string serializer dot class. Okay, it is expecting a string, but it is here. So how to fix it? So the map, you can correct this one here. So just put it in object and it will work. So I have put the server config and have serializer class, key serializer class, and same way I need a values also. Just copy it and here put it value serializer, and it is string serializer is going to be there. Okay, so when I'm adding this configuration, so there is one more thing that is coming into mind that I have done incorrectly, so I'll just correct that. Default Kafka producer config, like default Kafka producer factory, and in it I'm going to pass it props. Okay, so this producer factory is going to be used, return it as a bean. So second bean I need is a Kafka template, and in here I have to pass this producer factory. Kafka template, and inside that pass the producer factory. Okay, so this is the bean now. So now this bean has this producer factory, this configuration. This Kafka template is going to be auto wired with this Kafka template here. So but the problem here is that I have put it as an order event. Order event means if you see this configuration here, serializer, so I'm putting it as a string serializer. So whatever message I'm going to send it, it is going to serialize those messages based on this config, like based on this value. So if I want to give it as an order event, I have to create a order event serializer first of all, then only it is going to work, and I have to serialize each property as per my use case. But for now, for simplicity, I want to go with the string only. Okay, so what we are going to go do it, so I'm going to do it, I'm going to change it to back to string. So while here it will complain obviously here. So what I have to do here, I have to create a object mapper actually. So there is always a way to do things, so nothing to worry about. So private object mapper, so I'll go with the default configuration for this as well. So auto object mapper instance is provided by Spring itself, so I can use that. So give here string, okay, and order event object mapper dot write value as string, and here it is going to complain me with some exception, so I'm going to surround with that catch. So it, because it gives the JSON processing error, so that is fine. So now this object mapper is going to convert my order object into a string and send it to the Kafka topic. Now it won't complain anything, so it is going to work perfectly fine. So now we have our order controller where we have a post mapping. I'm going to give it ID sort of thing. It is going to into create order, success fail scenario. Finally, it is going to put the event into a Kafka topic. So let me do one final touch up here. Add some logger. Don't get ID. For this ID it is processing. So now just remember that I have named it as a create order, so just rename it to process order. So to make okay, so all the loggings are in place. So order controller also, we can put the order logging here, but now here it is doing nothing, it is just passing this one. So if I get the log from the service, that is also going to work. So REST controller sort of thing, I have all the things ready. So now start the server. So now first part is about to be completed. We are going to send the event into a Kafka topic. Tomcat started on port 8081. Okay, so if everything goes fine, so for postman, like for post request, I have to open postman. So go to the postman here. So I have the service is running on port 8081 and endpoint is order. This is the post request. Okay, and I have to give it a body raw in JSON format, and in JSON I have first property. So let's copy from here, order request ID and user ID. So I have put it there. So now send it. Before that, let's clear this out. Okay, go. Status success. It's got the status as a success. So you see, first time when you are sending it, it will try to connect with the Kafka, and there is these kind of logs that you will get it. Initializing this one, processing order, sending event, producer config values, you can get it. All sort of things are there. Event send, right? So the moment you see when these logs are coming into picture related to Kafka. So if you go to the order service, whenever this Kafka template.send is called, you see the sequence of events. This is very important to see. Process order, sending event 11. After that, it is going to give me the producer config values. After producer config, when it had sent the event, it is going to give this event sent, right? Producer ID set to 0 with epoch 0. So these are the Kafka related logs that you get it. Now send, where this event gone? This has gone to the Kafka topic. If I go and check the Kafka topic, I should be able to see it. So order event here, so refresh it, search for the message. Yeah, I got this message, right? So email, subject, order processing success for order 11, and this one. Now simulate one fail scenario. What is the fail scenario? Just the odd number. Now it's pretty fast, right? So now it is giving me the fail one. So let's go to this Kafka, view messages. I got the second message, order processing status for ID successful, and this order 111, order processing status for this one, order status has been failed. So now I have got these things in this Kafka topic. All right, so now I have to write a consumer for this one that can process these events. So producer service has done its job. Now it's consumer service that needs to do its job. So now let's go ahead and create the consumer service, that is the notification service. So to create the notification service, which is going to be the just consumer, we are not going to have any REST endpoints in the notification service, but just the Kafka consumer, and one more functionality to send the email part. So I'll remove the web from here, and I'll add Java mail sender. So start.spring.io, the same configuration that we had for the producer service, order service, Codefarm order. In here I need to have a notification. That's it. And for the dependency, we need Kafka and Java mail sender only. So if you explore it, just to verify, so plugin short of things is there, source compatibility 17, and this is Spring Kafka. Yeah, that is fine. So now just generate it, open it, extract it, and open this in IntelliJ IDE. Open chapter 2 and open notification here. So for now, it will download the dependencies, all sort of things, and it will get this set up for me. So if we see the build.gradle, it should be same that we saw earlier. And in here important thing is the configuration application.properties. So if I open this application.properties here, so let's mention server.port, which is the first thing, 8082. This is the port that I wanted, so I have to put the email related configuration also here. So I had shown you an article. Yeah, this is the small code base that I need to put it in our service to get it started. So I'm just waiting for it to complete this, not this one, the notification service. Okay, so let me go ahead and create a package for email sender. So Java class service dot email have a package Java mail sender, and have a constructor around this one, and I just need a method to send the email. So string or string not, I just need a void. Okay, and Java mail sender is going to do the rest of the job. Okay, I have to send it in a simple mail message. So I have to create an object. One more thing, I can set it simple mail message dot set from, because this is the generic one, so it will be a generic company email or anything, or who is the sender here. Okay, so let's say I set it in actual case it will be in the properties file and it will be fetched from there. So for now it should work for us. So now I have this email notification service, a plain simple email service working. So I just have to put a configuration here. So let me put that as, yeah. So mail host, mail trap.io, mail port, mail username, mail password, mail test connection. This is the true. So all these information you can get it from mail trap here. So all those information you will now, if this email is empty, now the moment the service will start sending the email, I'll be able to see that from here. So email notification part is done now. Now I have to connect it with the Kafka topic. Kafka thing is coming into picture now. So now here it is a consumer. So for that, what I need, so let's first create a Kafka consumer configuration. Annotate with Kafka configuration and have a Kafka not consumer factory. The way we had producer factory, we are going to have a consumer factory. And what is going to be there in the consumer factory? Same thing, that we have properties around this one. Consumer config dot bootstrap server. So this configuration is going to be the same that we had in the previous one. So I'm going to copy it from properties file. So what things are there? So localhost, this one. So these two properties I can copy. Topic and brokers. So one more information I need, like I need to set a group ID consumer. For the consumers group ID is the mandatory information that I have to set. So let's name it notification service. It should be unique for the consumer. So for this one, it is Kafka consumer is going to identify by this one that who is consuming, and group ID is going to have a parallelization, parallelization around this one. Using this group ID, there can be multiple consumers listening. So all those sort of things I have explained in detail, group ID concepts and all sort of things in the Kafka series. So go ahead and check this out. So bootstrap server, again I have to read it out from here, so I can take the code from there. So the way we had in the Kafka producer string serializer, we need a deserializer in Kafka consumer. Name it K. Okay, that's it. We have this server and this one, and I need one more important configuration which by default is going to be there, but I want, so in the Kafka consumers, there is events messages already present, right? And there will be continuous new messages coming. So how I want my consumer to behave? I want to read the older messages or the new messages only. So for now, let's say I want to start from the earlier, like whatever existing messages are there should be coming up. So let's auto offset reset config is there. So for this one, I have to mention earliest. Other one is the latest information. Other one is the latest. Latest is the by default that comes with it. So I want it changed to earliest. So this is how we are going to do it. And now return new default Kafka consumer factory and return the props. Now this Kafka consumer factory is going to be used in concurrent Kafka listener container factory. And listener container factory, I have to set that. Okay, so what is that? This default consumer factory, I have to pass it. Okay, so consumer factory, so I could have used this configuration directly here, but it makes it more readable. And what that is that like modularity comes into our service. So container factory and this one. So now Kafka consumer configuration is done. Like with this one, it is connected with the Kafka broker and it is the deserializer, but still that Kafka topic is not mentioned from where to listen it. So now let's write that down. So just name it component or service, both I can name it, but just name it component. So for this one here, so for producing the message, we had Kafka template, right? For consumers, there is a straightforward annotation that I can use it. So just name the event, name the method public if you see this annotation, there are a couple of things that I can I have to container factory topics I have to mention. This is important. So mention the topics. So what is the name of that topic? So that is I believe we should be able to get it by this way here. This configuration, this Kafka listener, if I mention it Kafka topics, it attaches this method. So this method process event is going to take the events from this Kafka topic now going forward. and it can listen from more than one topics also. So I'll come to that later on. First, stick to the first, like one topic only. So there are, if you see Kafka listener, there are other configurations also, like group ID, error handler. Group ID I already have mentioned it, container group. So this simple configuration is going to work for us for now. Now what's there in the consumer record? Dot get key value. What I need value. Inside value, it is going to have those events that I had pushed here. I know if I am sending event into a particular Kafka topic, I know what properties it is going to have. So for order events, I know it is always going to have these three properties. Order event, right? So what I can do, I can directly I can read those messages into this Java object directly. Let me show you that. So let me paste it here. Order event notification dot model. Okay, object no. So again, I want to have a object mapper. No, actually it comes when we have web, Spring Web added. I have not added it, that is why it is not coming up here. So how to do this one? So it is a string and this one, so I have to add the Spring Web. So let's take that dependency actually. So then I'll be able to use the object mapper part there. So what I want with that one, so this consumer dot value directly written into the order event. Okay, why is it giving an error? So it is cast value. So I think I know what error it is giving. So you see consumer message here, it is like this. If you see this class, it is taking certain, I have to specify what type of key and values are there that is coming in the consumer. So here it is coming as a string. You see you have to map it with the producer here. Producer is sending them as a string, so I'm putting them as a string, right? So process event read value. So now it is going to throw an exception, so I'm going to surround it with the with this try catch, so that it can pass it properly into this one. So order event, now I have got the order event here. Now I have to send an email. I have got the event, that means I have email, subject, body and all sort of thing. So there is one more class that I have to mention here. So email notification. So I have named it email notification because there can be other ways of notification like WhatsApp notification, mobile notification, that also can be used. So add the constructor around this one, object mapper also. So we won't need auto wiring around this one. So email notification service. All sort of validation, not null can be put as needed. And just put one more information here, logger. That means some message has come and it has triggered that message for that. Okay. So and in here that we are getting this in the log, that means email has been sent properly. Okay, so these three attributes are going to be there. Yeah, that is going to work out. So now we have connected every dot in here. So process event Kafka, it is whatever events are there in topic, it is going to be listened by this one. Notification service is going to send the email here. All things are in setup. So if I start this server, it will start consuming the events right away. I don't have to trigger it. So process event and annotating it with the Kafka listener is kind of saying that I'm in a while loop, infinite while loop. Whatever events are there, it is going to poll that Kafka topic in a certain interval. Configuration around those interval we can put it there as per our use case. We'll be coming to that in follow-up videos around this one when we cover advanced Kafka topics. But now see, it is whatever events are there is going to come in this method, and whatever is written is going to be executed, obviously. So now what next? Should I go ahead and start the server right away? Yeah, let's see. Let's start the server and see this in action. So I hope everything is fine, like whatever configuration I have done, like for email configuration, server configuration, and this one. So the moment, so there are 2 messages already available in our Kafka topic. So those will be listened, consumed right away, and it will start processing that. Okay, there is certain problem around this one, that is why it is giving problem. So let's see what the error is. Email notification service, consider defining a bean. Okay, I missed one thing. Yeah, that annotation, service annotation, because I'm using this email notification service in this event consumer, but I have not created a bean of that one. That is why it complained. Starting notification, yeah, good. Okay, I think email is creating problem now. Authentication bean, fail to instantiate. What is the exact error actually? Mail server is not available. Okay, it is saying mail server is not available, but I think I have configured it. Let me see. Application smtp mail.trap, it is saying it is not available. Let me check this part. Okay, so I debug it a bit. So there was problem in this credential. So I had used it earlier for testing purpose, but for now I had cleaned that up. So that is why that was not working. Email, because I have mentioned test connection true. So the moment service is started, it's trying to connect to mail SMTP server and trying to test the connection, but that was failing because this credential is not true. I have created it again and modified the details here. If you are using mail trap, so how to get this? So when you create inbox, go there, SMTP settings, you will get the details here. So I'm just going to delete it after recording this video, so it is not misused by anyone. So I can reset the credential at any point of time. So I'll do just that after recording this video. But for teaching purpose, for showing you, I'm showing it. So now if I start it again, it should start properly, connect with the mail server and connect with the Kafka broker as well. Because the moment I start it, it will also try to connect with the Kafka. So waiting for it to start. Okay, initialization completed. So first time when starting, it will take some time, like slightly more, because I should be able to see the message like server started. It is taking time more than expected. Maybe I'm missing something. I have waited too long, 6 minutes, but there is no log coming. So I believe it has started properly. But the thing is, like what I was assuming, like Kafka configuration earliest, somehow it is not being honored. So let me try to send one more message into Kafka topic and see how it is behaving. If that connection is established, I should be able to see the details in here. So what I will do, I will go ahead and send one more message here, like with ID 44, which is the success message. Okay, success message, I got it. So if I show you the calf drop here, view messages, this third message is here with ID 444. Okay, so now go ahead and see the consumer notification. So okay, still nothing is there. That means there is something wrong with the server is starting. Server has not started yet. So let me just check mail server once. mailtrap.io is like not responding properly today. You see, it should not be this way. So let me just try one more time, just restart it a bit one more time. And if it is not going to work, I'll just comment that out email functionality and show you the consumer part only. There is something wrong with the mail trap server. So what I'll do, I'll just comment this out test connection. So in this way, it won't try to test the connection at the startup time, but it will start the service. Yeah. Okay. So now I have like mail server step got skipped. So now I have got one more error that consumer ID is no group ID found in consumer config container properties. Kafka listener container group ID is required. So it is saying that it has not found anything Kafka, but I have mentioned it here. No, yeah, it is not there. Okay. So props dot put, there are two ways that I can put that group ID. So consumer config dot group ID. So group ID is there. So I can mention group ID here. There is one more way, event consumer. Here also I can mention the consumer. So if you see the group ID is also here. So one or the other way is fine. So start it. So that means Kafka listener is trying to get this configuration from here. So that connection is also established. So every class that we write it, so we should be able to understand that how they are connected with each other. Now consumer has started. Okay, consumer started, consumer configuration we are able to see. There were three messages actually. So I should be able to see this logging inside process event. You see, I'm here. So inside process event of notification, sending email to test email @ Codefarm. So only one instance I am getting. At this point I have got send email. It is trying to send email, but it won't be able to send an email because something is wrong. Something is wrong with the mail trap connection with my service as of now. That is why probably it is going to fail in some time. Now if I come and show you the calf drop here, so that consumer should have been registered for now. No, it is not there because first commit should be there, because consumer group ID should be here. So let me let it complete whatever it does, like it's sending email or just throwing out the exception. Just wait some more time. Okay, it's taking too much time. So what I will do, I will just comment this email functionality altogether. Maybe in some other project, there will be more projects coming up around this Kafka. So I'll enable it at that time when it is working properly. Everything is fine here, but something is wrong with the connection. So because I had tried it a while back, maybe yesterday, it was working properly there. Joining group, rejoining group. Now I think inside process event, okay, I'm not able to, yeah, it is there. So I have got these events, right? So inside, so there are three instances of this logging I'm getting. That means our service has, consumer has processed all three messages. Coming to this point here, now I'll be able to see the consumer here. So you see there is no lag here. That means it has processed all the events. So now try to send one more message with ID 555 and just clear out the logs here so that I can see. Okay, yeah, I'm able to see this one. also. And so see how quickly it is processed. So now I'll be able to see the 4 messages count and this one 0. So now I have this connection established. This connection, order service is putting some message into this one, notification service is able to listen that one and process that accordingly. I really wanted that email in my mailbox here, but unfortunately that is not working. So maybe next time we will see it. Okay, it has like executed this one. Let me try one more time. So just restart it and see, it has started responding. So maybe giving it one more try. Success. Sending email to test email, but I think it's being stuck there at this send email. You see 5, but combined lag 1 is there because that one message is still being processed. Unless that processing complete, whether failed or passed, this lag is going to be there. Message email part, something is wrong with that. So okay, I'll try that out. I'll show you that in some other video, but our purpose is fulfilled here, like this one, like producer and consumer. Now I hope you got the understanding about if I have to summarize this video. So there is a lot happening. I created order service, I created notification service, and if you see the Kafka configuration, like producing and sending, that is a very minimal part here. So there is more around this one, like in Kafka there is partitions, topic, consumer, parallel processing sort of things are there. And while sending it, I have to see whether it is, I have to get the notification, I have to get the logging information actually when it has successfully sent, when it has failed to send that one. There is different overridden methods. So there is more around Kafka. So just before uploading this video, I did give it I gave it one more try, the mail trap server that was not responding yesterday. So now it is responding properly. You see these two notification, order processing status for order ID, this we are getting this message. This was our subject ID and this was our message. So I'm able to get in this one. So you see from where we are getting it, Kafka course at codefarm.in and test email @codefarm.com. So wherever I send it. So let me show you the real like demo end to end. So here is my postman. So I am putting an ID that is 888. It is even number, that means it is going to be the success one. So I am sending it. So it's success, right? So just check the email. I'm not going to check the notification service or anything, directly just this email. So if I'm getting it here, that means everything is working fine. Yeah, see, I got this, I post this status, right? So I got the reply on this one, that order processing status for this one, your order has been placed successfully. Now simulate one failed scenario. So where we have odd number, got the failed one, and see this. Refresh one more time. Okay, give it one more try. Yeah, now I got it. Order processing for order ID 111. Order has been failed to process. Placed. Click this link to get the correct status. So now our project is working end to end. There is no gap as such. Okay, all the source code is available here on this Kafka repository under chapter 2. Go ahead and do practice, check this out to get the complete understanding. Make sure that this is running on your system. If you have any question, any doubt, put that in the comment section. I'll get back to you. If you found the content useful, do subscribe it and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.